Hey there YouTube, Wes here checking in with a brand new episode of my vinyl inbox. Sorry it's taken so long to get to this episode. We're finally going to be talking about the things I picked up in the month of August. I know we're getting into October now. It's kind of been delayed. But yeah, just it is what it is. Life gets in the way sometimes, but we're going to go ahead and get into it. So the first things I wanted to share with you from August are some 7-inch pickups. I sort of come and go when it comes to 7-inch records, but just in August I happened to find a bunch and decided to pick them up. So these first here are from the Hospice thrift store. So we got General Public's Tenderness. B-side is a track called Limited Balance. Some 80s stuff there on IRS. Classic 80s piece, Tears for Fears, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, back with Pharaohs. And Sade's Sweetest Taboo, nice picture sleeve on that. And You're Not the Man is the B-side. Howard Jones, Things Can Only Get Better, and the B-side is Why Look for the Key. Another picture sleeve on that one. Mr. Kiri, and Run to Her is the B-side. And then we got Nazareth with Gone Dead Train, stereo and mono. No B-side on that one. Billy Ocean, When the Going Gets Tough, the Tough Get Going, from Jewel of the Nile. And there's an instrumental on the B-side of that. Here's a nice one, David Bowie with Fame, and the B-side is Right. Another one from Sade, Smooth Operator and Spirit. Huey Lewis in the News, Power of Love. The B-side is Bad is Bad. Here's one, a favorite of mine. Timmy Thomas's Why Can't We Live Together. I love that song. It's a great track. And Funky Me is the B-side on that one. Here's a fun one. Fans of the Grown Man Record Night show will know this one. Jimmy Castor Bunch with Troglodyte. And I Promise to Remember is the B-side on that one. Troglodyte is a well-loved, well-known song from them. The Raiders, Indian Reservation. And Terry's Tune is the B-side on that one. And I believe the last one from the thrift store there, we have Rose Royce, I Want to Get Next to You. And the B-side is Sunrise. And I also had a small stack of 7 inches I picked up at a an antique mall in Ocala called Digger's Antique Mall. And they just had a box of 7 inches there, and I was digging through, and they were around $1 a piece, so I went ahead and grabbed a couple. We got Joey Scarberry with the Greatest American Hero theme song from the TV show. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. That track. Michael Jackson's Beat It and Get on the Floor is the B-side on that one. I got a classic one here. The Chi-Lites, Have You Seen Her? And Yes, I'm Ready is the B-side. We got Luther Ingram, If Loving You Is Wrong, I Don't Want to Be Right. And Putting Game Down is the B-side. We got The Moments, Love on a Two-Way Street. And the B-side is I Won't Do Anything. I picked this one up because it's on the Rare Earth label. This is The Messengers, That's the Way a Woman Is. And the B-side is In the Jungle. We got Chubby Checker with Limbo Rock. And the B-side is Popeye. And then the last of the 7 inches here, we got a disco Christmas one here on Mistletoe Records. This is the Mistletoe Disco Band, and they have Silver Bells, a disco version of Silver Bells, and then Jingle Bell Rock, so a disco version of Jingle Bell Rock. So just some fun 7-inches to pick up and play around with. I enjoy messing around with some 7-inches from time to time. So, all right, so let's get to the vinyl here. Got a pretty good stack here. A lot of these are the ones Logan sent me. I finally had a chance to listen to them all, so I can talk about each one a bit, give you a bit more background on them. We'll get to those in a minute. First off, we got some pickups that I had during the month. This first one is also from the Diggers Antique Mall in Ocala there. And this is the last album as a band from Toya. She would go on to be just a solo act named Toya as well. This is the final release from the band, I believe the 5th album, released in 1983. Very much 80s art pop kind of sound. If you don't know, Toya is Robert Fripp's wife, or was Robert Fripp's wife. I don't know if they're still together or not. But yeah, fun UK pop artist, art pop artist. And I enjoy listening to their stuff, and that was there for $6. There's a really cool record seller there. They got a ton of stuff, and it's just really interesting stuff. So I could have picked up a lot more, but I just picked up one thing. That was what I picked up. All right, next thing I got here was a pickup from Sunshine Records. Just digging through their, I think their new arrivals area one day, and picked this out. This is a used copy of the group Ott with Room Inside the World. Ott are they're listed as an art punk group. I'd kind of put them more in kind of a new wave, indie rock kind of genre is a better description. I don't really get the punk element there. But this is their 3rd and final album as a group. I don't know what their previous releases were like. But yeah, as I said, I got kind of an indie rock kind of vibe on this one. Really dig it. Been enjoying listening to it. I was kind of intrigued by this artwork here. There's the gatefold. And you get a inner sheet with some liner notes. This is also pressed on white vinyl. I'll show that off real quick on Merge Records from 2018. Yeah, just kind of a blind buy in a genre that I'm kind of into, and I definitely dug what I heard, and recommend checking them out if you haven't, if you think that sounds like something you might like. Okay, so these next ones from the stack are from the Hospice thrift store. I was in there one day, I think probably the same time I got those 7-inches, and they had a bunch of LPs there as well. It's rare these days that they get LPs in, but when they do, there's sometimes some good stuff in there, and this day was a pretty good day. So got a really super clean copy of Elton John's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Of course, classic album from Elton John. I do already have this on vinyl, but super clean copy. Wasn't going to leave it behind. Next up, we got Paul Revere and the Raiders, self-titled. This is a reissue of what I believe is their first album from 1963. I'm not 100% sure, but it seemed like looking on Discogs that's what this is. So it kind of has an early pop rock kind of sound, a little bit of a blues influence there. But yeah, you're definitely kind of getting into that sunshiny pop kind of stuff as well. I wanted to check it out, so pick this one up. They're 99 cents a piece there at the Hospice thrift store. So I grabbed this. Also picked up Elton John Here and There, a live album. First half is in London, the second half is in New York. Probably from late 70s. 76 is the year on this one. So yeah, just an Elton John release I didn't have, so for 99 cents and still in shrink, still nice and clean, I went ahead and grabbed that. And speaking of Elton John, another one I also do have, but just really nice clean copy of Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player, Elton John. There's a great release there. This one does have the booklet inside as well. There's the gatefold on that one. So that was a nice find as well. This was a pretty cool find, a blind buy, but seemed like something I would enjoy. We have the Challengers with California Kicks. This is kind of instrumental surf guitar rock kind of group. Yeah, really enjoyable sort of background kind of chill out kind of music. If you're into if you're into surf rock and that kind of sound, that California sound, I guess would be the best way to put it. This is a cool one to find, so I was glad to pick that one up. And it's on the Crescendo label. And then the last one from the Hospice thrift store, we have the best of the Guess Who. Another one I already have, but this is a super clean copy, and this one also has the poster, which mine does not have the poster. And I'll show that to you in a minute. It's a very cool poster. But yeah, nice gatefold on this one, and nice clean copy of that. Pull the poster out here. This one does have an inner sleeve as well. Not sure if mine had that or not. Yeah, this is a really cool poster of the cover art in sort of a I don't know, pink, black and pink kind of look there. Yeah, really nice poster. So basically grab this one for the poster, and potentially an upgrade copy as well. Okay, so next we're going to talk about the things that Logan sent me now that I've had a chance to listen to them all and check them out. So the first one here I want to talk about is Bella White, Just Like Leaving. Yeah, really nice release, sort of a modern bluegrass kind of sound from 2020. Very, very beautiful vocals, you know, very sort of chill, kind of airy kind of bluegrass kind of sound to it, and I definitely dug this quite a bit. So yeah, really good folk if you're into folk and bluegrass kind of stuff. Bella White, it's good stuff, Just Like Leaving. So thanks for that, Logan. I definitely dug that one. It was a new one for me. This next artist was probably my favorite of the bunch. I've actually just ordered another album from her, and she's got a new one coming out at the beginning of next year, which is already available for pre-order, which I may end up ordering at some point as well. But this is Sarah Jarosz with Undercurrent. Also kind of in that folk genre, but more on the folk country kind of feeling of things. Really beautiful, kind of in the realm of like a Rhiannon Giddens or something like that, even though Rhiannon Giddens is more of a bluegrass artist, but kind of in that Americana, modern Americana kind of genre area of music, and just beautiful vocals, and really dug what I heard from Sarah Jarosz, and really like this album a lot. I spun this many times already, and as I said, I've ordered the album that came after this one, and I'm looking forward to possibly picking up her new one when it comes out next year. So definitely dug this. Thanks again, Logan, for that one. And yeah, if you're into Americana kind of stuff, definitely don't sleep on Sarah Jarosz. I really enjoyed that one. All right, this next one, Lolo Zouai with High Highs and Low Lows from 2019. Kind of a modern pop artist. There is a song on here called Caffeine that I did recognize. I've definitely heard that before on the radio or in stores or something, or around anyway. But yeah, I did recognize that track. I was like, okay, that's this artist. Very much kind of just a modern, glitchy kind of pop artist, and I definitely dug what I heard on this. Next up, we got Zella Day with Sunday in Heaven. Again, kind of a pop, but with a little bit of a rock tinge to it. Really enjoyed this one as well, from 2022. Just a female rock pop kind of thing, and dug that one quite a bit. Next up, we got Lowrider Love, compilation of sort of soul artists. Pretty enjoyable stuff. I definitely liked spinning this. This one is on smoky vinyl, which I did show off when I opened the box from Logan there. Pretty cool. Next one we have here to talk about is Dawes with Misadventures of Doom Scroller. So this is kind of an interesting piece of music. It starts off almost sounding like kind of like a yacht rock kind of album. And then it goes into like this fusion jazz, like heavy fusion jazz, rock and roll kind of thing. And then it almost gets like Pink Floyd psychedelic at times. Yeah, really interesting musically, very interesting album. Very long pieces. It kind of flows, ebbs and flows throughout the whole album. Yeah, really interesting music. Anyway, the gatefold. Yeah, really, definitely enjoyed this and how it kept changing and it kept things interesting, and it's definitely something, if you got a kind of a curious ear, that definitely perk up when you hear the different changes and different areas they go with this. But yeah, this was a fun one to check out. Enjoyed that one. And then the last one Logan sent, the Fania All Stars live at the Cheetah Volume 1. Some really good Latin pop music kind of stuff. Ray Barretto, Willie Colon, Larry Hallow, Johnny Pacheco, Roberto Rodina, and Bobby Valentin. Yeah, just fun Latin kind of jazz, kind of pop stuff, dancey stuff, and I definitely enjoyed listening to that as well. This was the one that's on the cool yellow and black splatter vinyl. So that does it for my pickups from the month of August 2023. Hope you enjoyed my finds. Leave me any comments you have down in the comment section down below. Give it a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe so you can be kept up to date with future episodes of my vinyl finds and other things I do here on the channel. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, great night. Treat yourself to lots of great music, and we'll see you again real soon. Cheers.